This is about
No one there
loving,
anymore.
healing energy. It's about
All went to
connection,
YouTube.
and this is about truth coming forward. And this.
That's maybe even on the top page.
Let's see how.
Where's the Howard Stern link with the promo?
Just a second, I'm going to get these mics in here. Hang on, I'm recording right now. This is about loving, healing energy. It's about connection, and this is about truth coming forward. And this.
19th.
It's about
Howard.
This is about loving, healing energy. Loving, healing energy. It's about connection, and this is about truth coming forward. And this.
19th.
It's about
Howard Stern.
this.
May 19th.
It's about
Sirius Satellite Radio.
this.
May 19th.
It's about connection.
People get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
This.
May 19th.
It's about.
Total penetration.
Penetration.
Total. Penetration.
Now listen up, people. I got something to say. You better listen to
Paula Gloria.
on the Howard Stern Radio Show. May 19th. So get ready. Get ready. Total penetration.
Penetration. Penetration.
Come on, y'all. 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 Turn to your neighbor. Tell him you better listen to
Paula Gloria.
on the Howard Stern Radio Show. May 19th. So get ready. Get ready. Total
Penetration. Penetration. Paula Gloria.
on Howard Stern.
Penetration.
Paula Gloria.
Penetration.
May 19th. Get ready. Total penetration. Get ready. You better listen to
Paula Gloria.
19th. on Howard Stern.
Sirius Satellite Radio.
Paula Gloria.
Evidence.
Paula Gloria.
The Howard Stern Radio Show. May 19th.
Y'all ready for this?
The guy from Howard Stern gets some information leading up to appearance on Monday early.
Right. So if there are any more calls, that was great.
Yeah.
That was really nice. I didn't hit the play button because before he had actually asked not to be recorded. So I sort of figured that would go into this call too. But basically, Howard Stern's TV people just called us up and asked a lot of very, very intelligent questions. They're very intrigued by our research into 9/11 and that it's not an inside job or a government job. And I think we're going to get a fair shake, Rosalie.
I think we're going to get a fair shake. It's a whole different way. We have nothing to do with protest or the sort of negativity that has been taken as the only way to provoke change, which it of course never provokes. We just wind up with more of the same with hurt feelings.
Right.
So we found a different way around. We're approaching this as art form.
Right.
All the lasting change that has ever happened to our country or our world has been brought about by art.
TheWebFairy.org to get to continue on with your website.
It's thewebfairy.com/chaos. Up until now, I considered myself Discordian, but since I'm my own pope and can make my own decisions on these religious matters, I've decided that I'm a Concordian.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Oops, so let's see. How can I get this?
Full house.
Okay, here we are at Pages from the Book of Life, and I'm going to show people exactly the website again. It's thewebfairy.com/chaos, and these are pages from the Book of Life.
Yeah,
and
if you can switch it to get a full page view.
Right. And for those who weren't here yesterday, can you kind of tell people how you constructed this?
Well, I happened to be putting them up on 9/11 in the morning. That was, my miracle of the day, I suppose. They'd been written between like 1991 and 1998 or 9. Well, they are what they are. I hail Eris, the goddess of chaos, equally in triumph and despair, and keep the 3 commandments, a conscious refusal to lie, cheat, or steal, and the rest is your own business and personally, a matter of personal taste.
So you were talking about randomness, which was very interesting. Can you explain that again? Because I was listening to this last night.
The chaos, classical chaos, as in chaos theory, is not the same as randomness. Chaos theory, math, I don't even like the word theory moved in there. It's about the underlying patterns that are repetitive, recursive patterns that underlie all of matter and all of human interaction even can be expressed fractally.
Oh, I like fractals because they remind me of yantras,
Yeah.
or shapes. Can you talk about fractals? Fractal universe?
Chaos theory, I hate the word theory.
Right.
Chaos math is fractal math. It doesn't have a traditional, 1, 2, 3 linear numbering system. And no, I can't explain very much or very far. The part that I can explain is that I spent probably 10 years of my life, most of it on the dance floor, letting the messages that wound up as pages from the Book of Life come to me.
So when you say you hail Eris equally in triumph and despair,
Yeah.
we just had a call that I feel rather triumphant about.
Triumph is actually more dangerous than despair because most of us have more practice with despair. So we get more of an opportunity to deal with it and let it pass and shrug it off, etc. But triumph, oh boy, once triumph grabs your ego and starts pumping it up till your head explodes, it can be a bigger problem than
Really?
despair, because despair at least leaves you grounded. Where triumph will fly you off a cliff if it gets the chance.
Wow.
So that's why they have to be treated equally and with the same amount of deference. Yeah.
But you say you hail Eris like you hail a taxi.
Yeah, well, like you hail a cab, except hailing Eris is done with a middle finger instead of hitchhiking finger, or however, or a
But-
whole-handed wave to
Exactly,
get a cab.
but now when you use the middle finger to hail Eris in triumph, you're not being ungrateful for the triumph.
Oh,
'Cause I
no.
find you one of the most grateful people. Which
Thank you! Oh, I can't make it show. Thank you! Works just like that. Yep.
But that's it. But normally,
And what is else nice about a Hail Eris finger is that you can read a little message on it. Instead of getting angry, you drive the energy of the anger out your Hail Eris finger, and a message will appear. Yep, telling you
mean
what to do next.
what to do next. But now most people, when you do this, they're angry and they're not grateful.
Well, that's their problem, not mine.
But you're not into suppressing anger, which I like.
Yeah,
Because
you got to
nonviolent-
move it out.
You move out the energy.
Yeah, let it be external to you, because if internal anger just clogs up your brain gears, and if there's anything that you can truly judge while you're angry, it is that you are wrong. And
Really?
it is so hard to grab that while you're angry, that this anger is actually a symptom of showing wrongness. And it's like a flashing light. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. But of course, nobody ever looks at this anger flash as a symptom of misunderstanding, or needing healing, or
Right.
lesser knowledge that's connected wrong. It's not taken as an error code. And instead, people feel like they have to own their anger. It's like owning your flat tire.
Well, that's really similar to nonviolent communication, actually. Marshall Rosenberg always says that anger is a tragic expression of an unmet need, and you want to find the need that hasn't been met. And in order to do that, you first of all don't want to make yourself bad
Yeah.
for being angry.
Or make the recipient of your anger bad for,
Being the recipient of your anger.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, as the causative feature of your anger, since your anger's inside of you, trying to report an error code.
Yeah. So he says for him, he spends a lot of time looking at the ground. Because first you have to empathize and create a connection with yourself. And when you're angry, usually you're away from your own feelings. And if you're away from your own feelings, if you're not even knowing why you're angry, because it's an expression of something not being met, then you're not going to be able to. How can somebody else figure it out if you're not even able to figure it out?
Oh, for sure.
What you're feeling and what you're needing. Then you can't articulate and make a request to somebody else to help meet your need. You're that angry.
Yeah. Again.
But if you really are that angry,
Well, that's why it's cool to send the energy out, read the message that appears on the finger, and usually the message just says, "Hail, Eris, hail," which means just leave it alone, let the goddess take care of it, let it work itself out, breathe deep, go eat a hot dog.
right?
And occasionally there's something that you can actually do that won't make the situation worse, and it just kind of pops in, oh, okay. And
It might even make it better.
yeah, occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally.
That's essentially what I studied in India, because that's what that intelligent man asked from Howard Stern. What were you doing in India?
Yeah.
Why was it different than what you'd done before? And it's hard to explain
Yeah.
what the Divine Mother is, but that's what it is.
Well, you studied in India, and I studied on the dance floor, getting, trying to achieve my perfect high balance. And the term "my father's house has many mansions" has feelingness there, because that's what it seemed like when I reached this perfect point on the dance floor. And usually all the rest of everybody who was dancing would come follow into my beat, and like 1,000 of us kind of moving in concordance.
Wow.
It was a really powerful energy that boosted me up to know this stuff that I managed to write down as pages from the Book of Life.
Right, which we'll see in all its glory there.
Well,
So now another thing with sex positive and sex negative, that was a sex positive experience, right? Dancing and
carrying
expressing
on,
yourself.
yeah.
And then when you say in triumph, you have to be most careful not to get arrogant or get knocked off. Walked off.
It
Would that
takes you out of your peace of mind. Triumph does that faster and worse than anger or despair. In my experience, anyway, triumph is the real tooth monster.
Right, but I can see how that dance floor experience would be a triumphant moment. So if you can take that triumph and use it kind of like as mulch for the next, the next level, then I can see how you could withstand the abuse you went through when you discovered no airplanes flew into the World Trade Center. Here was a kind of person that wouldn't back down from it, wouldn't say, oh my gosh, I must not be seeing right, and I want to be included in the whole society which believes another way. Would you say that? That you gained energy? To me, that's sex positive. Gaining energy.
I'm not sure I would have thought of it as sex positive, but yes, that it is the sexual energy, I know, separated from physical acts, but it's Reichian energy, and an energy that I recognize as a great neutral force energy.
Is that what you meant by the balance, like that? Because you used that word balance, I'd have to rewind the tapes, the actual word.
Okay, good enough.
A higher balance on the dance floor, you were saying?
Oh, yeah, I could balance, I thought I could balance on like one toe. Sometimes I could. Yeah.
Well, that's why I was saying, when they said the master I studied with drank a pound of mercury, it's about balance. It's not a matter of these are toxins and this is good and this is bad. It's putting it all together.
Okay, then
to
that's
come up
why
with balance.
I don't like the terminology sex positive and sex negative. I'd say sexual transcendence.
Okay.
Since the purpose of having, wiggly girls and now men's juicy bits in our 911 mashies is to raise the energy. So that instead of it being a downer and a bummer to come across this information that they really didn't use planes and they've been fooling our ass off for years on television with fiction stories that they just expect us to believe because it appears on the nightly news with hypnotic voiced news bunnies telling us what we ought to believe. To keep everybody on the same page belief-wise enough to lead us into perpetual war. Yeah, right. Controllable. Yep.
So let's go back to the Book of Life here and pick on a page, and I want to set some mics and see if we can get...
Well, while you're setting mics or whatever, what I'd like to talk about was the biggest miracle I've come across in a month of miracles, which was Nico Haupt impressing the director of the National Arts Club enough that they gave us 4 free passes to their awards dinner for photographer David Bailey. It was generally a black tie event, but we didn't know it was a black tie event, and B, Nico doesn't have any. Yes, thank you. It might have just scared us off. But the only people who were really out of dress code were the honoree who wore this, practically fractal printed shirt, and got up to the microphone, and his only speech from the dais for this group of important glittery people was "fuck you all," and they gave him a big applause for that, and he sat back down. But this guy got along fine with Nico. They were both out of dress code, but at least Nico had a solid colored shirt and not something psychedelic. So Nico was a little bit closer to the dress code than the guest of honor was. And then the only one else who was almost insultingly out of dress code. His name was Julian Schnabel, if I'm pronouncing him right, but he's some semi-famous or real famous, I don't know, artist type who was there to speak the praises for the honored guest. And this guy was wearing purple sweatpants with paint stains on them and a plaid shirt that didn't match, and just looking more out of dress code than Nico could manage anyway. But Nico didn't like that guy. He thought he was a double talker, double thinker. But Mr. Guest of, okay, if I just get ignored while I'm trying to talk, and I'm sure you can cut this out.
No, I want to introduce what's going to happen on the show.
I don't know. I can go to the park,
No, keep going.
No, it's this Rosalie show.
We
So
were asked what was going to be happening on our show. That's on Howard Stern. I'll be going on Howard Stern at 7 a.m. and then at 7 p.m. we're going to be joined with. I'll be joined with WebFairy and Nico Hitler, AQ Al Qaeda.
if we
and
can sneak him into the building in a trunk or
Rhinary
something.
Economics, and you guys were out while we got a call from somebody at Howard Stern, and the quality of questions and the quality of comprehension was tremendous. It was so refreshing. Talk about hailing Eris in times of triumph. It was a triumphant moment just to have gotten that call.
hey, your video's
For me.
up.
So it's up. Oh, good.
Yay!
So do you have any comments to make about the show?
I don't know. I think everyone should just represent their own agenda, like Nico Hitler, AQ Al Qaeda, and Rhinary Economics. So no censorship, and yeah, I try to get as fast as possible the message across.
the show is
We know there's a 7-second delay, so we don't really know what will happen. Hope someone will record it, either as a bootleg or we get a free copy. And I see it as a PR gig. That's basically it. I don't know.
What? It's too bad you couldn't have heard the conversation, but
I look at it as a possible weekly gig.
is it possible what?
Weekly.
yeah. I'm thinking it's that way too.
If we can hook truck drivers and blue collar workers and everyone, which he liked the idea. So
Yeah.
maybe speak about comedy.
Or make our
And
own
Ryan, can you
audience.
sit closer there?
Duffy's
So I get you
stole my shoes.
Well, sit closer anyway.
Stole my shoes that Duffy stole from me.
Do you want to
These
talk
are
about the
Dominic's.
show?
No, you took them out of my room. They were sitting on the stool in my room.
We have all this trouble on
You created it.
it. I created it.
Yes.
Oh. You shouldn't steal project from me.
Okay, enough of that. Now I'm going to go over to my cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the park or something.
He found his spot. So it's just a matter of everybody finding their spots.
Yeah, well,
Here we are, coming to you from Gramercy Park. You want to say goodbye because you're on the mic or something. Just say
hi.
hi and bye.
Hi and bye.
Oh, I like that too. WebFairy presents.
Fairy Presents is good.
Where?
Let's cut the stream. And
Are we still live?
no, well, no,
Oh,
just a
so I
second.
was gonna
Well, the
say,
stream is.
As the first
Do you wanna
person I
keep
would like to
going?
gas, it would be Ryan
Hang on.
Binary Economics.
This is about loving, healing energy. Loving, healing energy. It's about connection, and this is about truth coming forward. And this
19th.
it's about
Howard Stern.
this.
May 19th.
It's about
Sirius Satellite Radio.
this.
May 19th.
It's about connection.
People get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready. 19th.
It's about
Total penetration.
penetration.
Total. Penetration.
Now listen up, people, I got something to say. You better listen to
Paula Gloria.
May 19th.
So get ready. Get ready.
Total penetration.
Penetration. Penetration.
come on, y'all. 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 Turn to your neighbor. Tell him you better listen to
Paula Gloria.
May
19th.
So get ready. Get ready.
total
Penetration. Penetration. Paula Gloria.
penetration.
Paula Gloria.
Penetration. May
19th.
Get ready.
total penetration.
Get ready. You better listen to
Paula Gloria.
19th.
Sirius satellite radio.
Paula Gloria.
the evidence.
Paula Gloria.
May 19th.
Y'all ready for this?